Dream Interpretation, The Ladder of Spirituality, Part 2, April 19, 2007. Dream from a visionary of our group at the time. Transcribed by R.B. Reynolds in 2007. Dream, show in disarray. I found myself backstage at a show that I was to be a part of. I looked into the many suitcases that I had with me to try to find the right costumes to match the dances I was to do. I was worried because the show had started, and it seemed that I'd left part of my stuff at home. When I went to put on my dance tights, they were too large and baggy. Then the scene changed and I was suspended in mid-air, on a very long ladder that wasn't made properly, over a valley that was far below. The ladder was fashioned from various logs and tree branches, like it was homemade. Many of the rungs were oddly shaped and crooked. Many were missing, or too far apart. There was no way that I could climb down this ladder, nor do I feel it would even reach the valley at the bottom. I stopped on the ladder, and went no further. In fact, I had the feeling that it wasn't connected to the top either, for it disappeared into the clouds. Ryan's interpretation a few days later. This visionary had a dream of a show she was in. This show was a symbol of a life in religion. The costumes and the suitcases were a symbol of the changes in the personalities that we have, and we have a problem if one isn't complete. So how can you complete a personality? She has to have faith that the others will help her. Devotion is a personal mission that some of us have to learn how to evolve in. The dances are the actions we take in this religion, and each of them are different. So when we feel the personality doesn't fit, then the action can be affected here even when we are seeking the direction of God. So how do you get these clothes to fit you properly? You have to have a change in personality, or you will need to make some changes in your life to make them fit. We always go through many changes of personality in life, and we must leave the bad ones behind forever. If we don't do this, then we will have multiple personalities. So where do we get all these personalities? Your soul has all of its personalities from the past, from each of your previous reincarnations. So they will often resurface when there is some evil drawing them. Especially from the confusion of emotional evil. Then we have to find a way to prevent this, and we shall have to be aware when this starts to happen. Your personality has spiritual evolution when it is changing, as you are helping other people. When we go in a positive direction, we refuse to revert to an evil personality of the past. Then we are moving in the direction of God. We change our personalities with religion, and we begin to evolve in life. We must never revert back to an evil personality if we want to evolve positively. If we are experiencing emotional problems in life, then we know we are reverting to a personality that we want to leave behind. Then we will need a reversal of evil. If we have a change of personality regularly, then we are counting on previous transgressions of evil to get us through the current lifetime. When you regress in evil, you will regress in spiritual evolution. When there is a regress in spiritual evolution, you will begin to have experiences of emotional evil. And you will begin to regress from the emotions of God. And you can feel emotions of spiritual persecution, which is a form of religious evil. And then you will never evolve religiously in your current life. This results in personal dedication without a mission, for this devotion has to be in God. So if you have a personality that is devoted to God, you can move up on the ladder of spirituality. When you devote yourself to religion, then you are getting closer to heaven. This is the second part of the vision of the suspended ladder. We will reverse in reasoning here. This valley is not really a valley but a hill of religion, and the ladder is touching the top of this hill. These steps are the progression of these personalities, and they should not be bent and crooked. For you need them to get to the next level. And these rungs that are missing are the corrupted personalities that exist in your soul. And you have to step over them to get onto a rung that will hold all your weight as you grow spiritually. This visionary's emotions had fear of going back down, and she didn't know how far this ladder extended, and if it reached heaven. And when we feel these emotions, then we know God is trying to give you direction. He does not want you to think that you cannot make it to heaven. And you will not fall off this ladder if you have God holding up this ladder to heaven. So how does God make this ladder of spirituality? He uses the branches from the tree of life. He will never use a crooked branch for the ladder of spirituality. The crooked ones that are cut by the angels are thrown back into the evil of creation. They will use only branches that are straight, and bring them to the mountain of religion. And God will pick them up, and make sure this ladder uses materials of strong construction. And if there are rungs that are missing, He will spread them evenly, so it will never affect the eternal strength of it. He is very good at measuring the exact distance each of us are capable of reaching when we climb up the ladder. He will never put the rungs too far apart so we will not be able to go to heaven. It's a special collection of branches that always hold the ladder together, and you will see that there is no confusion while you advance towards heaven. He always wants you to advance in a spiritual life, and He will support you on your way there. As long as you take His direction, and you want to make changes, He will help you to step over a life of evil. And that is a mission of God's existence.
A few days ago, I decided to do a reversal and transcribe the newest version of Lean on Me, done by Artist Can, and was amazed to find out that although the reverse was similar in a lot of ways, it had a totally different message which more or less continued on from the 1972 version. First off, I'd like to express my deepest condolences for the family of Bill Withers, who wrote and sang this song originally. He died on March 30th, 2020, and has many wonderful songs that will still live on forever in the waves of time. Here is a reversal of Bill Withers' Lean on Me.
That completes this presentation. To hear more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website at theangelscrolls.com.